Last full day was today. Pretty sad, I have to say. Um, I slept in pretty late, which was really nice. I was incredibly tired. It was good to catch up on sleep. Came downstairs, sort of had lunch here with a little bit of Indian food. It was quite good. And then went back into Newcastle with Eileen. We took the bus to do some shopping. So got a present from my mum and for Martin, and actually bought something for myself because I sort of forgot about that. Whoops. And actually today we went to, well, first of all, bus. Got on the bus. It's Saturday. Saturday's a busy day and everyone is out. Everybody was on the bus. Um, Interesting to hear the different accents going on in conversations. That was kind of fun. Also, apparently midriff tops are coming back in here, which is funny because it was literally snowing today. And I'm seeing all these girls walking around with like a jean jacket and a shirt up above their belly button, and I don't understand. I just don't comprehend it. Okay, even if I thought I looked good in one, I would not wear it when it was snowing. And then the tight like leather looking leggings with them. It was like a good like 80s music video going on. But we got off and we went to a vintage clothing store, which was really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything, but it was really fun to walk around there. And then walking out at the vintage clothing store, I looked to my right and I'm like, ooh, a music store. Yeah, I want to go in here. Records. Guess who got two Beatles records and a Queen record? This girl. Super excited. Granted, I'm a little sad. Checked there. Really wanted the Smiths on vinyl. Didn't have it. He directed me to two other music shops, and we went to the first one, no luck. Second one, no luck. I was very sad. But all of them had said that the Smiths come in pretty often, but they go just as quickly. Like everyone apparently loves the Smiths here. Good. Glad to hear you have great taste, England. Um, so went and then bought some really nice shoes that I'm incredibly excited about. Um, Walked around, and then Eileen got back on the bus, and I walked up to church since it's not that far from the downtown area, which is kind of nice, having a little walk. Feeling like I knew where I was going. Yeah, got this down. And got to church, and tonight was the mix, which is the 11 to 14-year-olds again. And just sort of a hangout time where they can play games. There's a little, like, it's basically a candy store set up in there. They can buy candy, play games. So I ran the candy window with Jill, who is from Northern Ireland, and I'm sure will add me as a friend on Facebook since I friend requested her, and she's awesome. Um, and we sat behind the counter, and she was sort of making me count out the change to get used to the money. And also, we were sort of uh, talking about music in Britain and how there's a lot of American music. Everything I've heard here, for the most part, is American, but then she was telling me about a few British artists, and then we started talking about weird American pronunciations, like, here it's Jaguar, Jaguar. It really is gross. Like, why do we pronounce it that way? That's not how it should be pronounced. But then I did my best British accent for her, and she actually said it was pretty good. Yeah, take that, America. Pretty good British accent, apparently. And then she did an American one, and it was really quite funny to hear because she was kind of sort of doing the like sorority girl. Oh my God, that's so cute. But then it's like with the slight Northern Irish accent. It was pretty funny. So candy, and then some of the younger girls decided that we as staff members needed to have hula hooping contest. So me, Jill, um, Peter, and um, who else? Oh, Helen did hula hooping, and I actually hula hooped the longest. I didn't realize I still had that skill anymore, but then I kept adding hula hoops and decided to take videos of me to post on YouTube. Fantastic, that's out there somewhere. I don't know where. And then after that, I mentioned the cup game, and one of them said they knew what it was. So we did the cup game, and I sang the song from Pitch Perfect, and they enjoyed that and took a video of that as well. And then we went into what's called Soul, and it's for like any of the kids that are interested in sort of seeing what Christianity is and learning about it. And we had a talk with the girls about, it was about the resurrection, the crucifixion. The video was, I may have to send them some youth resources. A little rough video. Still not really sure how the video portion of it was like connected with the scripture the guy was reading. What I gathered from it really was that Jesus is a pot-bellied man who rides a motorcycle. That's weird. But then we discussed a passage about Peter denying Jesus with the girls. They asked some good questions. I know one of the girls, Esther, asked, like, in the other verse we read later on in Mark, where it says, Jesus, my God, why have you forsaken me? It has it in the Greek first, and she asked, why is it in the original Greek? And thank you, ministry classes, I could answer that, so that was good. And then asked about crucifixion, like how that works. Sort of going through the emotions of the men on each side of him on the cross and things. It was a good conversation. Lots of talking and a little bit difficult to get focused, but went well. And then just sort of said goodbye to everyone. Most everyone I'll see tomorrow morning at church before I leave, but I'm really quite sad. I was just sort of starting to get connected, and I've been to church so much this week that I feel like, oh yeah, I'm part of it now. I walk in immediately, there's people I know, oh hey, yeah, how's it going? What do you do today? And kind of seems like home. And I know some of the girls were saying tonight that if the week hadn't been so busy, that they would have loved to have gone out, and like gone clubbing or something, which would have been great. And hopefully I'll get to come back at some point in my life and for a longer period of time. Of course, if I get a job here, fantastic. But we'll see. I definitely made some friends in this period of time and wish I could have gotten to know them better in person, but hopefully the magic of Facebook and Skype will allow that to continue happening even though I'm going home. Yeah, that was kind of my last day. Chill, sad ending. But it would be nice to see everyone back home. I miss everyone. And that's kind of it. So, tomorrow's a half day. Probably won't make a video unless I get really bored in an airport, and then you might get some ridiculous video of like me dancing or something in an airport, which could be funny if I get that bored. I don't think I will. So, goodbye, Newcastle. Cheers.